bullshit, I don't go tit for tat.
Hit the party, feel like started with these dance moves. And if your bitch wanna dance, then you know I'm a groove. Young wild nigga, been breaking all these rules. Still got all these bitches mad cause they know I'ma choose.
These niggas is my sons, no child support. Soon as Vinny hit record, automatic score. Ain't no chivalry, but I done opened a lot of doors. Ain't talking Sir Charles, this is chess, watch me clear the board.
Tryna run it up and we ain't doing it off scamming. Brothers had a baby, so you know he Robert Cannon. Tired niggas say you bustin', say you niggas hamming. Bout to kill a pussy, niggas talk on me the Sandman.
What's up with y'all? My name David Drew. I'm from Oakland, California. I represent GPS Clothing.
Okay, let me see what it look like.
Feel me? Right here.
Okay.
YeahHeboomin, CEO of BoominSF, out of San Francisco, California. It's my brand right here. All profits booming.
Okay.
Shit, my name is Eris. I'm CEO of Comewetseason. You feel me? This is where I'm at with it.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Kev, CEO of Yang Clothing from Dublin, California.
One.
My name Charlie Hustle, CEO of Hustle Like the 80s, and I'm from Richmond, California.
My name Jelani, aka FatMackin. I'm from East Oakland and FatMackin Clothing.
So first question today is, how did y'all get started? And anybody can start off right now.
Shit, I'll go first. Shit. To be honest, like, it really started in the pandemic, to be like really real. While it was going on, basically what happened was, alright, I already worked for a school. So I work for a school, I'm literally drawing at home with my kid. I'm drawing in class with my kids, and I just think of like a little recycle logo and whatnot, you feel me? So I'm drawing, I'm tracing. My kid's like, okay, it's kind of cool. Like this kind of like, it just looked dope, Mr. D. I'm like, okay, this look kind of cool. So like, I just do some letters, you feel me? I just show it around and like, you know, my group chat and stuff, and people like, wear that. So I was like, all right, let me just measure around. Let me play around really right quick. So then I went up to like, I think I went to San Leandro, like AGW, like Screenworks, cause E1 had told me, and then they hit me. They was like, all right, you gotta drop this deposit, whoop-de-whoop, dropped it, everything. We already in a pandemic. Shit, we getting an extra, what, like $300 for unemployment? All right, using that. All right, use that right there. Use that as my first drop. Literally. I dropped it. I dropped a picture. Everybody just started blowing my phone up. I'm like, I must be, either I'm lucky or like, I really got something in this. You feel me? Like,
that's all it takes. You know, like, it's time for
so then I just like, okay, let me start really like taking it on, and then I start getting serious for real. And then it's just, now I'm here now. It's just, I just got so much more in store. It's crazy.
Shit, I'll go next. Shit, I started my shit in like 2018, beginning of the year, like February, March 2018. And for real, I always had wanted to do my shit. Like we was talking earlier, bro, I wish I started my shit in high school, for real. Because I had wanted to do it in high school, but like, I didn't think it was gonna fuck with it how they was fucking with it. So then, what happened, so I was going to med, and I'm just like, I ain't got no job. I was just like, fuck it, bro, I'm about to figure something out. I'm broke, I need to figure out how to get some money. For real, bro, figure out how to get some money. I'm from, like, you know, when you first go to college and shit, you feel me, you get that fast food, that check. Oh, that check a few bands, and I'm like 18, 19, I'm like, nigga, I'm on, nigga, I'm about to figure this out.
Fuck these bucks.
I'm for real. What? So then I'm like, fuck it, bro, all right. So I'm like, well, I'm about to turn this into something. So then I turn my shit into something, and then I dropped my first 2 hoodies, for real. And then, nigga, bro, mind you, I didn't even really do no promo. I didn't tell nobody I was doing nothing, bro. I promise you, I just was like, I'm about to go get these hoodies made, do it like this, put it out and see what happens. I dropped that shit like on a Thursday night, man, 8 o'clock. I posted a picture on Twitter, bro. Literally, like, the next day, like, my DM booming, like, going crazy, like, DM going crazy. Mind you, I'm like, what's going on, bro? I sold out in like a week, mind you. And it's like, I didn't even do no promo, no footwork, no nothing. I'm just like, damn, for real, I had it like that. So then I'm like, fuck, all right, nigga, I'm gonna do this again. I did that shit like, let me see, I did that shit throughout 2010. I dropped 3 times. Same thing happened every time, literally. Same thing happened every time, mind you. I ain't, and then like I had like a little bit of an amount too. Like, you know, I had enough of, like, mind you, when we young and shit, it's like, I got a good amount to see where and I'm like, and I was selling my shit at the time. I was selling my shit at 55. Like, nigga, you young. Like, that's a ticket for niggas, for young niggas. That's a ticket. So I'm like, and it's still going. So I'm like, all right, nigga, this shit working. So I sold out literally. I've literally sold out every shit I put out to this day.
Yeah.
Like everything I put out ever is sold out. Like I have like literally not like before I just put out the shit I just put out like a couple weeks ago. I had nothing.
It's a good feeling.
Man,
It's a great feeling. You sell out, I'm not gonna lie, that's the best feeling in the world.
man, like I ain't gonna lie. Mind you, like I said, it's that shit crazy. Now I'm like I'm really doing this. Like for real.
Deep in.
Man.
Yeah, shit. Mine's kind of got like 2 starting points for real. And to explain that, so like, I was doing music with my team, with a team at a time, and along with my my music like contract and shit like that, I had like a parrot deal. So I come up with a quote. At first, like my brand is Hustle Like the 80s. At first, it was just a quote. I just came up with Hustle Like the 80s because they called me Charlie Hustle. So I basically saying myself was like the 80s. I was comparing myself to like Hustle from that time and shit. And so I did my little thing. That was probably like 2013, 14. And then I kind of just like that kind of shit just like died off a little bit. Kind of just stopped paying attention to it. And I'll say like the top of 2018, I come back around. I had like some money on me and shit. And like me, when I get some money, I'm just trying to flip it, like niggas just trying to, put the money into something and make it more money. So I said, fuck it.
Before it run out.
Exactly. So I said, fuck it, I brought the design back out and shit. And from there, that was 2018, so I took it on for that year, and shit just kept selling out like bro and them said, and shit, my shit at where it's at right now.
Shoot, for me, probably a little different, but so I've been in school. Well, I graduated now, but 6 years ago, I started college. You feel me? And you feel me? A person like me coming from where I am, you gotta work and stuff to, you feel me, to be able to stay in college. You gotta be able to, you feel me, handle your own expenses. Shoot, maybe even send money back home or whatever. That's when I was in Oregon. When I came back home, went to City College. I wanted to play football. And I'm not gonna lie, like, you feel me, the real reason I started, me and my mom was in the room, and I'm just telling her, like, I can't do this. I can't work, play football, and do school. Like, you feel me? Like, I got the hustle, you feel me? I got the dedication, but at some point, something gonna have to give. You feel me? And I'm gonna keep it lit. I had practice. I swear to God, I was working 2 jobs, bro. And for a whole week, I didn't even have these 2 jobs for a whole week. Monday, I started my new job on Monday. Still had I was working at Walgreens, and I was working at Foods Co. over at Foothill. But Foods Co. I was doing the overnight shifts to stop. You feel me? So I got 2 jobs. Monday, all right, it wasn't too bad. Tuesday wasn't too bad. Wednesday, I'm a little tired, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And so like I had a full course load, you feel me? And I even had night classes after practice, bro. And on Thursday, bro, I fucking damn near passed. We running. We got in trouble or something. We running, bro. And I'm like, I'm about to die. Like, I'm literally like, I'm finna pass out, bro. Like, I'm really finna pass out. Like, it's not cool. I don't feel good. You feel me? And then after that, called my boss right then and there after practice. I'm like, you know what? I'm not coming in. Like, it's over with. Like, you feel me? And my boss like, I told you that you weren't gonna be able to do this when you told me everything that was on your plate. So then, you feel me? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, this whole working in school and playing football, this not gonna work. So my mom's like, well, what you wanna do? I'm like, well, to keep myself out of trouble, we gonna have to figure something out. My mom's like, you might as well start a clothing line. I'm like, when I first time, I'm like, bro, what? Like, I'm cool off of that. That's like, you feel me? Like, but I've always been into fashion and stuff. But she like, no, I'm serious. Like, you should really start a clothing line because my parents already have a printing business. So you feel me? They was printing stuff for like people businesses and stuff. It's called Empower Designs. And she was like, we already got the printing machine. We had a heat press machine at the house. So I'm like, you know what? I mean, it's here. The tools is here. Might as well. Yeah, I might as well. So she was like, we start brainstorming. She's like, well, what you want to call it? And I'm like, I don't know. She told me, she straight up, she was like, why don't you call it FatMackin in honor of your dad? My dad passed away, but that was his nickname. And I was like, you know what? I'm like, it's good. That day changed all my shit to Baby FatMackin, all my social media, Baby FatMackin. I'm like, you know what? I'm my dad. Like, you feel me? I'm finna honor him. Boo, boo. And then shit. And then she like, well, you gotta come up with a logo. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, every clothing line got a little mascot. It gotta be an animal or something. I'm like, I can't be too fucking like unoriginal. Do a fucking, I can't do a dog. I told myself I can't do a dog. You can't do an alligator. You can't do a bear for sure. Like, you feel me? Like all that type of stuff has already been done. So I'm like, I'm on. You feel me? I'm the type of person, if I get inspired by something, I will start Googling anything. So I'm on Google. Boom, something came up, and it was an otter, and the otter was a Native American symbol for Aquarius. My mom like, you and your dad Aquarius? Let's do the otter. I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna do an otter though, I gotta make it ghetto. I'm ghetto. So my logo came out. It's an otter. And nigga got a black beanie on and a nigga this chain on. Like, you feel me? So, and then from there, you feel me? I had my first drop, and I seen the support. You feel me? Like all my friends and stuff like that, people I didn't even know, just kind of, and I would say like my first design was clean, but the delivery was bump. Like, you feel me? And it still sold out type shit. So I'm like, you feel me? Looking back on it at the time, obviously I thought it was hot. You feel me? But looking back, I'm like, you feel me? That shit was, nigga, weak ass white tee print on the logo, boo, you feel me? The material not even lasting as long as it would last now, you feel me? Because I'm not really knowing what's going on, you feel me? But the way it was successful, I'm like, you know what? We could roll with this. And then, I mean, 4 years later, shit. About to be in 2021. I started January 2017 on New Year's with my first drop, and I mean, shit. Now I don't gotta work.
I'm sure I gotta work. It's a great feeling.
And I don't play football. I ain't in school no more, so I just sell clothes. Tell them today, like I'm like, bro, I can pull up whenever. I'll be at home playing video games all day. That's what I do. Like,
nigga, put on Madden.
Like, you feel me? I be on Madden, 2K, Warzone, whatever. That's what I do all that, because I mean, like, shoot, I pay my bills with, you know, like my clothes. So I just be like, whenever I'm ready, and I was like, 2020 was supposed to be a big year for people, but especially me, I say like, bro, I graduated this year, so I had some big plans, but I mean, Corona happened, we still survived it. If we could survive that, then I mean, shit, 2021 could be way better.
I ain't gonna even front my shit, bro, for real.
That's how it all started, though, for real.
If 2020 ain't bring out the hustle in you, bro, then you don't got it. You just don't got it, cause at this point, nigga, cause like I said, ain't everything closed. Nigga, we can't go nowhere and do nothing. So like for us, like we probably sell most of our shit like being outside, doing shit, like, you know what I'm saying, being around people. So now we can't do that. So it's like, how we gonna transition?
We gotta maneuver around it.
Yeah, so we can still make it work. You feel me? During 2020, shit. Bro.
I tell people all the time, this game like this is like selling drugs, bro. Not even know it like that, but it's like selling drugs.
No, that's how I feel.
And it's like, if you feel like you can, you feel me, go get. So you feel me, some weed, you feel me, some pills or whatever, and you can distribute that to other people. You can sell some clothes, bro. It's all about flipping money. If you know what you're doing, bro, you can sell some clothes, bro. I mean, you can sell anything. That's why females out here are selling freaking eyelashes, bro. It's like, bro, if you could do one, you could do the other, bro. It's all about the hustle that you put in, and I mean, once you start. Everybody got, you feel me, the story different, but once you start, you don't stop. Yeah. Once you realize what you're doing, like, it's like,
good, bro. Like a lot.
It's like, shit, move on.
I ain't gonna lie. I really ain't start till like March. No, matter of fact, it wasn't even March. It was like top of 2019. Like, when I was younger though, I say like when we started first coming outside, I had two cousins that passed, so when they had passed, I had basically transitioned names. It's like FatMackin basically transitioned, like, feel me? But mine it just transitioned to Boomin. So it's like, it started as a rep. So, you know, I used to make my own hoodies just for me and my little brother. My little brother's Marty. We just have Marty Boomin, Donnie Boomin, just on the hoodies. Then everybody in the hood be like, bro, let me buy that, feel me? Cause it's like, we got RIP on there too. So then, later on down the line, I bump into my man. He from out of town. He from Charlotte. He got his own little print company, all the thing. He got just doing all the little vinyl shit, the glitter. I knew about vinyl, but I didn't really know about the vinyl shit. Yeah. So I've been having this flag logo since like 2017 because I always wanted to do clothes. I got this logo inspired from Nipsey Hussle when he did the marathon continues flag. Feel me? And then I was working at Home Depot at the time. Me and Wild Boys was working at Home Depot with each other. So nigga, he tell me like, man, I'm finna start a clothing line, bro. You might as well start one too. He said that exact word. So I'm like, shit, I could. And then nigga, like later on, like a couple months later, I get the logo. I ain't like this logo, bro. Like when I first started, I did not like this logo, bro. I just thought it was cool, like it was simple. It's a banner, all-purpose logo. All right, that's cool. So I'm doing bunk ass T-shirts. I'm doing Google Images booming. Like, throwing it on bunk T-shirts. They selling though. All my shit selling. Literally, everything is selling. So I bumped into dude in March. He like, bruh, your logo hard, bro. I'm like, man, this weak ass shit. Like, it's cool. Like, it's cool, but at the same time, it's like, that ain't really what I was looking for. So he like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You can put that shit on a hoodie for real. And I was like, where? He's like, you can put it like right here on the chest. And then he's like, you can use this vinyl shit that's gonna make it pop. And I'm like, think so? I'm like, put it on the hood. He like, on the hood? I'm like, yeah, put it on the hood. Like, let me like measure it and see like if it'll fit on the hood. The nigga put it on the hood, send me the picture, March 19, 2019, bro. Put this shit on Instagram. The shit down there went like, well, viral to us, nigga. Like,
everybody talking about it out here.
Hey, what the Twitter timeline? It's over.
And then I put it on Twitter. And I put it on Twitter and hit like 2,500 views. Yeah. I'm like, fuck it. Got
Yeah.
So then when I dropped the first one, it was black and red. It was all black and red. Mind you, bro, I'm not going to do no wholesale or nothing. Yeah. Feel me? I ain't gonna say where I got the hoodies from, because you know nigga might get, you feel me? But anyway, nigga doing that, went to the hood, everybody got it on. Nigga, next thing you know, nigga leave. First pop-up get here, nigga had like 150 hoodies. Gone. Gone. And I was like, from there, I was just like, yeah, I gotta take this shit serious. I was gonna quit, bro, doing them weak ass fucking Google images and t-shirts and shit.
That's crazy, cause I remember that nigga Jamari motherfucking calling me on FaceTime.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, and the cool part about it is when we was at City, he used to always tell me, he like, nah, I'm gonna do some shit, boo, too, boo. I'll be like, you feel me? I'm a supportive nigga. It's like, bro, it's enough, you feel me, shit out there for everybody, you feel me? I'm like, bro, do the shit, you feel me? So he always tell me, I'm like, and I remember when he first showed me the logo, but he had showed me like how it was glitter and shit. I'm like, how the fuck you get that done? I'm like, that shit clean. He was like, yeah, we probably just gonna do it in hella color. I was like, with a logo like that, bro, you could just do hella different colors, bro. And motherfuckers gonna be like, oh no, I want the blue with the red. He was like, no, nigga, not somebody else gonna be like, I want the pink with the green. You feel me? And I'm like, when he had showed me, I'm like, nah, for sure. I'm like, do that. And he was telling me, he was like, you feel me? We had the same mindset, bro. That JUCO life, it changed, bro. You feel me? So, you feel me? He just like, we want to figure out something else, you feel me, to do, you feel me? Shout out to him now, because he on scholarship D1 now, you feel me?
And it's
but
so
that
crazy.
JUCO shit different.
And it's so crazy, though, because the work that I put in made it easier for that nigga to, when he had some shit, the nigga paid his rent, bro, for 3 months, nigga, selling hoodies for a week.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
selling these for a week.
When he went to his first school, what he went, Mississippi Valley? When he went to his first school out there, he was telling me, he was like, bro, that's when they was really like, you feel me? That was 2019, right?
2019.
That was my, I want to say that was damn near my, no, that was my first year gone. That was his first year gone. You feel me? After JUCO, and he was calling, he was just like, nah, this shit, he was like, it's really, he was like, bro, we eating now. I'm like, but I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, I told you, bro, like, you feel me, this is, you feel me, like, you can make a little cheese, and you feel me, you can hold your own, and it was like, and it's only gonna get better, you feel me?
You see money rolling in doing it.
You only gonna get bigger. That's one thing about the clothes. You only gonna get bigger. You feel me? So it's like more and more people gonna see your shit. Just the motherfuckers walking around. I'm like, bro, I got neighbors. You feel me? That be like, shit, bro. I was at the fucking grocery store seeing somebody with your hoodie on. They don't even know you my neighbor. I'm like, you feel me? That's just how it is, bro. I'm like, bro,
that's really how it is, bro.
I'm like, that's really how it all started from somewhere. You feel me? But I remember Jamari when he was telling me that shit. He was excited about the shit, and at the time, and it's like, bro, you feel me? I know Oakland niggas, bro. You feel me? Like, you feel me? I'm gonna keep it lit. I didn't start knowing people from different type of hoods and different places until college. You feel me? When I got older, you feel me? You start meeting people, but it was really JUCO. You feel me? At JUCO, I started meeting like niggas I know from the city right now with shit, Jamari, motherfucking Leo and shit. Like, you feel me? I met them all at JUCO. I didn't even know this nigga. You feel me? But he tell me like, yeah, me and my brother doing this now. I'm just like, bro, do shit. You feel me? It's gonna pan out. You feel me? And it go from shit this to something else. And in the beginning, you don't never think about that like that. You feel me? You don't look at the bigger picture. Right. When you get to that bigger picture,
nah, it'd be crazy too. Don't be crazy when you go on Instagram and see your shit on somebody's shit. You tag me, you scrolling. Nobody's like, oh, shit, that's me. My shirt.
I swear to God, bro. I wake up one day, you feel me? A motherfucker hit me like, Mike Sherman got your hoodie on. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Mike Sherman ain't bought nothing for me. And it was like, no, he in the new video he just dropped. I don't, you feel me? Shout out to Mike Sherman. I don't follow the nigga or nothing, you feel me? So I had to go to his page. Nigga just dropped the song. He had the Sportsman hoodie on. I'm just like,
I remember.
Ain't shout me
I
out.
remember that.
So I go, and mind you, I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, I only dropped that motherfucker online because I wasn't even out here at the time. I was, I dropped it on my birthday. And on my birthday, I was on a flight coming out here to throw a FatMackin Fridays for my birthday. And then, fucking, nigga, so I go back on my website, I'm looking at the orders like, hell nah. Nigga, right there, Michael Sherman. I'm like, I don't know how I overlooked this at the time.
But you thinking like that's Mike Sherman.
I'm like, but Michael Sherman, obviously, that's fucking Mike Sherman, my nigga. I'm like, shit, he fucking with the shit. And he be ordering shit from me on the low though, you feel me? He don't even gotta tag me, and I be finding out about it because other people hit me. They'll be like, bruh, he bought the 3M sweatsuit out. He bought that motherfucker, had it on in a fucking video. People hitting me like, you still got that? I'm like, it's sold out, but I mean, shit, I'm glad that you feel me? He bringing more traffic to my page. Yeah. It be like that though. You'll find your shit somewhere else, bro. I remember I think I didn't ship my shit overseas before, you feel me? And I'm like, how the fuck did you even find my shit? I think it was like to Germany or something. You feel me? And I had to do hella extra shit because the post office, you can't just send shit to motherfucking another motherfucking country and it just be hella simple and shit. So I'm like, they like, no, it's not $8. Yeah.
Basically, I started my shit in 2017, like July 10th to be exact. And I pretty much started my shit because I moved from the Dublin area to weak ass Patterson. I don't know if y'all know that.
Ain't that like Bobber said?
Yeah, pretty much. Damn near
Past Tracy.
On the way to LA.
Oh, yeah. I had a nigga at JUCO that was from Patterson.
So niggas moved out there, you feel me? It was hella weird. Moving from, growing up with all these people and then moving to somewhere you don't know nobody. And it's a little cow town, ain't no fun, no nothing. So pretty much I'm like, I just gotta put my passion towards something. I gotta find something to do. I always had the hustle mentality because my mom, she owned a business, all shit. So basically, since I was always into fashion, I used to make little hats. I used to cut the wrist or the strap for watches. I used to cut that shit off and put it on the back of snapbacks. So I used to do that shit, and then from there, I just started just stretching jeans, denim, all the stuff. And I'm just like, bruh, I used to always go to the mall and never see shit that I like. I got tired of that. I'm just like, I might just start making my own shit.
That's really how it be.
Literally.
They don't do no raw shit at the mall like that, bruh. Niggas be going to Overtown going crazy. Like, Mike, that's bruh, no.
Or you like it and the shit don't fit right. Like, I like my jeans slim and shit like so. I just got tired of that type of shit, you feel me? And I was sitting there, I think I was slapping like some Chief Keef or something. It was back in that era when he was going crazy. And I think he said something like Yangstang. I'm like, hold on, I paused 2K, I'm like, hold on, what'd he say? So I went back and he said Yangstang, I'm like, that buzz. So pretty much, I was just like, it gotta mean something though. It can't just be like, no, it can't just be no bullshit. So I came up with Young and Naturally Grinding to stand for the Yang. And from there, you feel me, like I just started pushing that shit. I actually had a homie I was going in this shit with, so it was like 2 people at first. But nigga, for me, I'm pretty much just like, look, this a deadline, let's get this shit going. You feel me?
Yeah.
Bro was, he was catting. Like, I
He
mean,
catting up.
he was catting. He wasn't really in it, so you feel me? Like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give you another opportunity. Boom. This is the deadline. Let's do this. Let's get the screen printer, or the, not the screen printer, the heat press.
Yeah.
Nigga, what? He still cut it off. He getting Jay's hella shit. I'm like,
Alright,
alright,
y'all have to do this on your
gotta
own.
handle it
alright, bro. So yeah, I pretty much just it was me and my mom's. We went half. She was like, you start this shit, you gotta trademark it first. She like, you're not doing nothing else. So we went half, paid like $300 for the trademark, and then from there, yeah, we just, I mean, now we in fucking Beverly Hills, so.
I seen that you in that store. You in the store, and I see your shit going on there.
That shit.
That's one thing I tell all y'all to do. Go get y'all shit trademarked, all
My
the
shit
shit,
trademarked,
all that
bruh.
shit, bro.
If you're
Cause
not
like,
official,
you don't want to go back and have, like, you feel me? If you was to blow up one day, you don't want somebody just, cause I'm gonna keep it lit. It's motherfucking sharks in that water. You blow up, nigga, it's gonna be a motherfucker that already, you feel me, that looked up your shit like, oh no, they didn't trademark nothing. They didn't do this, they didn't do that. Boom, buy the shit. Now you gotta buy it off motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, you feel
Well,
me? So it's all
too.
type of shit. But I mean, no, for sure. And it's crazy because, like, moms is always gonna be the mom. Mom's gonna push you. Mom's gonna push you. You gonna listen to what she got to say.
You ain't listen to nobody else. You gonna listen to that.
That's the first thing my mom told me. She was just like, "If we're gonna do this, I'm taking you to the city council building and all that shit. You gotta go do it." And one day we had to do all that shit, and I spent like, you feel me, $300-$400 on the shit. And I was just like, all right, we got everything.
It's sick though, bro, because when you spend that $3, it's like, damn, I'm already.
Yeah,
I'm already in the hole,
it's like,
bro.
you don't get no money back from that. That ain't no money you flipping.
no
Like,
straight
like,
That's
that's
an annual fee.
And I'm just
Bro.
like,
That's an annual fee. Bro, I was trying to do my LLC. That's $800 in California. Bro, I didn't know. And I
that's
didn't
why I
know.
ain't did the LLC shit.
Bro, I didn't
I
know.
didn't know.
I'm gonna get on the LLC. But
LLC Twitter gonna get on my head about this. But
I ain't gonna promote my shit, but
They gonna give me right now.
In California it's $800, but like another state it's like $2. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is we doing here?
They know California, you making more money. You feel me? It might
gonna
be
make more
200
money
and
out
motherfucking $10 but that 200 ain't gonna turn into motherfucking 1,000. You feel
Exactly.
me? You feel me? In California, that 800 gonna turn into $1 million. You feel
Hell,
me? These motherfuckers out here and shit. That's why everybody be moving here. They don't give a fuck how much it costs to get over here. Cause when they get over here, it's cheese. It's cheese.
It's cheese for real, blood. I ain't gonna front my shit. That's one thing I learned about doing this shit, bro. It's bread in the streets. Like, it's bread in the streets, for real, for real. When I tell you, nigga, I ain't gonna, I make so much money doing this, I'm like, I'm never having a job again.
I told myself that, but then I got a job. I'm not gonna lie.
No, outside
I
this
was
is
doing
like,
good shit.
I was doing bad once. I had to go back.
no, I did do bad. Like last summer, I had a little job at the. I was doing a little merchandising. You know what that is? Like when you stacking the shit at this grocery store. I was doing that. But I did that for 3 months. I'm like, bro, I can't do it. I was just like him. I'm tired as hell. Long ass hours. I'm like, bro. I told my manager, like, I'm not coming back tomorrow, bro. I'm just not happy. I did that shit the whole summer though. I'm not doing this, and it took time away from this. Like,
That's what really hurt me too, though. Them jobs, like when you got 9 to 5, like
it take
you
time
put
away.
hella time. But the thing is, I lucked up and I had a security job, bro. I was working for Securitas.
So you
was chilling.
Chilling. I wouldn't even have no hospital though. I worked for cars, but I was at a data center, so I'm really behind the desk.
Just chilling, like just
bro,
chilling.
sketching hella shit. Oh, you.
Now you can follow a little bit.
Oh yeah.
The next question is gonna be, so speaking of like y'all having to work and stuff like that,
Yeah.
what are some of the challenges y'all face along the way getting y'all company pushed out, marketing, maybe some roadblocks, maybe some unsuccessful drops, things like that that just kind of messed y'all up?
Oh, you want to go first?
Real shit though, bro. I done had so many fucking downfalls. Like, I done had known rappers run off on me. Like you said, it done been a couple times where rappers then got some shit, never tagged me. I done gave people shit, they told me they was gonna tag me, ran off. I'm just like, bruh, so I done had that, nigga. Of course, I don't know if you ever dropped some shit and it just don't sell. You feel me? I done had a couple of those too, where drops just fumble and you can't do nothing about it. It's just like you just gotta, bro, them in the closet getting dusty, so it's like fuck. But it's a lot. I'm gonna let y'all.
I ain't gonna lie though. Just piggyback on your shit. The rapper narrative, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I changed that shit up with me only because I seen that shit done so many times, bro. Seen niggas run off on niggas, bro. Like, I ain't like that shit, bro. So, nigga, the rappers that did come to me though, don't get me wrong, like a few of them, cause I mean, I don't know if y'all seen, but it's like a few. It's been a few rappers rocking my shit in the video.
Yeah, I seen those.
You feel me? But nigga, when they came to me, they thought nigga just finna hand it to them.
Yeah.
Nigga, look, niggas molded though. Niggas like, they like, oh, for real, bro? Let me get this. I'm like, all right. Feel me? He like,
where'd you eat that?
he like, oh, bro, you ain't finna talk. Nah, bro. He like, how much? I'm like, 100. Damn, bro, 100 for real? I'm like, yeah, nigga, nigga.
Got that cheese.
You got it, bro.
Don't
play broke with me, bro.
Yeah, that's what you don't.
You got both in your video, but you playing broke with me. Come on, bro. Don't do that.
So nigga, I had to change. I felt like, bro, if you change that narrative, bro, it's like motherfuckers gonna get the picture.
Yeah.
Feel me? So feel me? Once I did that, that's when I seen like my shit starting to increase. Cause don't get me wrong, like my first hoodies that I did drop, they was cool, but at the same time, it was a few that I was missing. I was off of some colors. Feel me? So now I'm off of some colors and I'm off of some sizes. That's another thing too, bro. You gotta do your size.
Man.
You really gotta pay attention to your size breakdown, bro. Cause if you don't, you're gonna be stuck with a lot of hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said earlier, like, feel me, I wouldn't do them pink ones again. Cause nigga, that shit was too hard, too difficult, bro. But at the same time, that was like one of my best selling hoodies.
Yeah.
But a nigga had like 25 something 2X.
Yeah.
Bro, that choice
No,
Don't move,
Look,
bro.
it's crazy.
Don't move.
No, look, for me at least, when the big shit move, it really moves. Like them might be the first one's gone, but then when it don't move, I'm sitting on it for months. I'm sitting on it. So when I
be on Twitter like, nigga, who wear 3X? I got a deal for them.
See that shit today, bro. I said you needed 2X.
I swear to God, bro, this hoodie is sold out, bro. The only size I have is motherfucking 3X, and I have one. I have one 3X hoodie, bro. And I don't
You gotta really pay attention to that shit, bro, or you gonna be having hella hoodies, bro.
Man,
the niggas gotta really study your audience, bro.
You gotta know your audience, bro.
You gotta know your audience.
Do that, bro. You gonna be sitting on all kind of shit, bro. That's why I fucked up at, bro. I had, nigga, I'm telling you, bro. I had, nigga, almost like 60 something hoodies, bro. All big sizes.
I ain't gonna
all big sizes.
See, that
wrong colors. If they was like dark colors, you gotta remember, like big niggas, bro. They ain't really loud niggas. Like
it's
gonna be
one
one.
had no pink hoodie.
I'm already big. I ain't finna like bright.
I won't be this loud.
Red.
Niggas like dark colors, bro. So it's like big niggas like dark colors only because they already big. So they like, fuck it, I gotta stand down. We just try to blend in somehow.
Finna be in neon green and shit up in this motherfucker.
But I ain't gonna lie, that's another way to avoid nigga just having a downfall and this shit, like a roadblock, bro. Nigga, you pay attention to your audience, bro. And if you feel like, damn, bro, I do want to get some big nigga sizes, nigga, you pre-order.
Yeah.
I really don't like the pre-ordering system.
I hate that shit, but sometimes you got to.
Yeah, I like it, but I hate it.
That shit can stop you though.
Yeah,
that
shit can fuck you up, but also like, you feel me, you can fuck yourself up by trying to do something moving a little too fast. And I didn't have that shit before, bro. To piggyback off of this shit, probably like just two biggest points, bro, with the drop that don't hit and the motherfucking and the size breakdown, bro. I had a drop, bro. I don't even remember what year it was, but this was early on. And this was one of the first times I started doing like embroidery shit. And I told you I was going through my partner C-Mark. Dude, he used to be Trillis. He collect and select now. And I had made these tracksuits. Cool part about it is the company I got them from. They just fucked me, bro. The tracksuits was just baggy as fuck. And I'm like, bro, when I seen it was burgundy. When I seen them, I'm like, when I first got them, I'm like, okay, we're gonna hope for the best. Yeah. But I'm like, I'm not even gonna wear this. So I'm like, you feel me? That motherfucker flopped. You feel me? And I did that shit off of the. I was moving so fast, did the shit. Feel me? Put the money out. That money gone, you feel me? I didn't make nothing off of it. I'm telling you now, I probably sold like 2 of them motherfuckers. You feel me? Just off of the rip. And it's like, one thing, everything ain't, you feel me, all glittery and gold and shit. Sometimes you gonna have some shit that flops. Sometimes you feel me, it's just not gonna happen like that. It's not a fucking fairy tale. You feel me? So it's like I had to really, you feel me, start taking my time. That's when I started taking my time with shit, knowing what I'm putting out, paying attention to my audience. Like, what do they like to? You feel me? Ain't nobody wearing no baggy tracksuits, bro. Like, I knew that from once I seen the shit, I kind of just already
it's so
knew.
Crazy, bro. It's so crazy, bro. I ain't even want to talk about this shit, bro. But nigga, you just brought it up, bro. Nigga, I was supposed to drop puff coats, bro, 4 weeks ago. Nigga, I ordered them bitches, bro. Size breakdown on point, everything, nigga. Hey, these motherfuckers ready. They come and get them, bro. I go pick up the coats, bro. Them motherfuckers is ugly as hell, bro. Mind you, bro, the nigga showed me the picture, the wholesale. He like, bro, they gonna look like this, bro. You feel me? He talking about they gonna look like H&M, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You see that? You like, man, fuck it, bro. My nigga, order me 200. Listen, bro. I said, bro, fuck it. Order me 200, right? So, nigga, a week later, I'm going to go get them motherfuckers, bro. You understand? I'm going to get them motherfuckers, bro. Mind you, my truck just got stolen, right? So I'm praying that these motherfuckers not there, so I ain't got to get them, right? I can wait. So I go in there, bro. He like, oh yeah, man. Like, Boomin, your coats, they here. I'm like, where they at? He bring one out. And he took that motherfucker out the plastic, bro. That motherfucker was so long, nigga.
Yeah, the trench
you
puff.
can't look, you can't put the flag on the hood, bro. The hood, nigga, is like, nigga, micro size like this, bro. Nigga, the coat look like, nigga, it's in 06, 07, bro. It look like it belonged with fur right here, bro. So, mind you, I ordered 200, right? So I'm like, the nigga like, yeah, man, you gotta get this 200, man. We got the 200. I said, bro, I can't do nothing with these, bro. Like, we go back and forth, and we had words. He like, nah, man, I just ordered these, bro. Like, feel me? You ain't give me no deposit. I fuck with you, man. You ain't give me no deposit. My Bigo partner. So, nigga, I'm like, bro. I said, bro, I ain't taking 200, bro. I said, I can't even take 200, bro. I got a Honda ready. I can't take 200. Nigga, I got somebody in the front seat, all the shit. The nigga like, you gotta take something, man. You gotta take something. So I'm like, fuck it, bro. So I took 100. So nigga, now, bro, I got 100 jackets, ugly as fuck.
Not even finna move them.
Not
Not
finna
even
move.
finna move. No, never see him.
Blank, not finna move.
Donate them up.
And they two different colors. I did. I donated them. I donated them to my OG nigga out here in Oakland, bruh.
Put them some use. Fuck.
Nigga, that motherfucker was so high in the whip, bro. I couldn't even see the back of my cord, bro. Nigga, I had a puck coat on my lap, nigga, as we driving back, nigga, on a little ass highway, bro. Never again, bro. That's why niggas gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention.
When you moving too fast, that's exactly
nigga
what
got
you
too
gonna fuck
excited,
up,
bro.
right?
Like,
you get too excited.
It's just like when
too
nigga
fast.
in the club, like they got fun.
And the cold part about it, that's when you really be like, you feel me? This is gonna be it. You feel me? You like, bro, and you like, bro, fuck that. I'm gonna do 200 because, nigga, that's gonna make me this much. You feel me? Like, boo, 200 coats. I sell them motherfuckers for $100, nigga. That's 20K right there. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Like, nigga, I'm finna do it. And then that's when it all fuck up. But I'll tell you for sure, that and all the sweatsuits. I went over to the West, nigga, gave all of them out. Nigga, you probably see somebody in the West with them all the homeless. You feel me? So it's like I say, if shit do flop after, and this is kind of my forte. You feel me? If I got anything over like 7-8 months, I'm finna just, you feel me? And then usually now I don't be having nothing like them sweatsuits where it's like I got the whole thing. You feel me? But it be like sometimes you might have something where it's like the last 10 sweatsuits in sale. You feel me? Fuck it. I'ma just go get the last 10 sweatsuits, you feel me? The last 5 shirts and the last 6 hoodies, you feel me? I'ma just go, you feel me, donate them, you feel me? It's like I know my pocket's not hurting from it, you feel me? I already made enough cheese off of the shit that I, you feel me, I put out, you feel me? So I ain't tripping. And then that size breakdown, boy, like I remember when I was when I first started, I was getting the same amount in every size.
Bruh, realize you gotta, medium go. Medium and large.
Cause I'm gonna my audience is hell, like out here. I say in the Bay Area, females gonna support you more than niggas.
course.
So from that, me starting to realize that, I realized, okay, small and medium is gonna be gone faster than fucking extra large and 2X. You feel me? Even I had to start making extra smalls of my shit. Cause it's like you got some tiny ass women. You feel me? So it's like, but it's like that size breakdown. Once you realize your audience, you feel me? And I'm gonna keep it lit. The only reason I can sell 2X and 3X and shit is because I fucking play football, bro. All my big Samoan partners and shit, them the only niggas that be fucking buying that shit. I got a nigga right now. He played tackle for fucking Hawaii. That nigga like 6'7". That nigga every drop he 2X. I know for a fact that nigga is gonna buy my 2X.
I got one of them too.
So I got people like I got a couple Samoan partners that I went to JUCO with, and you know them Samoans, bro.
They come
the
out
smaller size they gonna get is probably large. So you gotta get in that range. You feel me? I had one of my small partners from JUCO. That nigga like, you got 4X? I'm like, brother,
I'm at 4
I'm in 4 too. It went though.
I'm like, bro, I can pre-order the next shit for you in 4X if you want it. Just let me know when I put out something. You feel me? A preview or something. If you really like that, let me know ahead of time. I get you a 4X, but I'm gonna keep it lit. I'm not finna just order 4X. That's not. I don't know enough people that's wearing 4X.
It's not common at all, bro.
It's so crazy because my first drop, mind you feel me? All this shit really trial and error at the end of the day. Like we learn because nobody really tells how to do this shit.
Go do it.
Just go put that shit out there and see shit. Nobody tell to do it. So I'm like, nigga, like he said, bro, I went got the same amount of each size. I'm like, I'm gonna just do it and see how I go. Nigga, small, medium was gone, nigga, the first couple of days. Nigga, I'm sitting on largest.
You feeling good? Like all this shit
this isn't gonna go, nigga.
2 weeks later, you feel me?
My shit still ended up going, but that shit took hella long for me to get off 2X.
The fucked up part about it is like while you sitting there with 2X's, motherfuckers is still hitting you about that small medium. So I'm like, in your head, you like, I could have ordered 10 more small mediums instead of these motherfucking 2X's.
That shit happens every, bro. That's why. So now, you know what I do? I get hella mediums, hella smalls, hella larges. Then I start, then whatever's left over from me I want to do, oh, that's the 2, that's the XL, that's the extra.
I'll fuck around and
I
get
ain't gonna lie though,
1
like Dog said, you gotta start fucking with that extra small.
You know, I got
small go crazy.
I gotta order it in.
I want to order it. Cause it be some females, they just be like, they'll just keep it 100. I want to support you, but damn, nigga, I don't want no damn small. You feel me? Like, I don't want to hit you. And it's like some females like that look, so they'll do it sometimes. You feel me? Like, I'll be like baggy hoodie. And then some females like, if I really want to wear this hoodie, I need an extra small.
No, you know what's crazy? The females that wear extra small, they spend a bag with you too. I spent the other day, a female just spent $300 with me on 2 hoodies and a sweatsuit. Bro, I swear to God, bro, extra small. G.O.D. I'm like, mind this is one female though, mind you.
Then the same females, because when they go to the mall, they can't get hella, not everything come extra small. You feel me? You feel me? That the motherfuckers ain't got hella shit to just be going around.
Yeah, she's hella tight. Whatever. I don't even know.
Shopping in the little boy section.
That's crazy. I don't even know. Like, bro, the people who support me the hardest, I've never met.
That's all I need.
Like,
we gonna get to that.
We gonna get in that.
Who else had that? We got downfall with this shit?
What?
Downfall?
Downfall all around this shit.
Man.
So on top of what these niggas done already laid out, one of my things was samples, because I put a lot of money into samples, because I started, you gotta experiment with motherfuckers overseas.
Right.
Feel me? Building relationships, all this shit. I ain't gonna lie, I learned the hard way though. I'm sitting 15 at a time, 2 bands, 1,500 at a time. I'm not making money from this shit. This shit samples.
Yeah, nah,
I ain't no rich nigga, I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm pinching my pennies trying to make this shit stretch. So on top of it, I'm just charging to the game though. But yeah, them samples, cuz, and like you said with them puff jackets, nigga, I had a puff jacket come back. It was fake clean, but the bottom was boosty. This shit was wild like I'm like, fuck, cuz, I can't even, you know what I mean? I give that shit to my cousin or something, give it to a fat nigga, but
that sample shit for sure, and I'm gonna keep it lit. Like, it's the way you gotta do it, bro. I got to the point I told you about this shit. I got to the point where I'm ordering samples for future shit at the same time I'm ordering the order that I'm gonna make money off of. So it's like, hey, that $1,500 I'm spending on these samples, I'm not tripping off of it because I'm gonna make money off of the order that I ordered at the same time as these samples. So I'm like, I just got a shipment today. Feel me? The rest of the shit come tomorrow. I got hella shit coming, but I also got all my samples for next year. Literally all my samples. So it's like now, if I don't like nothing, I still got time to fix the shit. You feel me? And I'm not gonna go broke off of this shit because I'm making money off of some shit. But when I first started out, I told y'all, nigga, when I first did my samples, in when I went to school in Missouri to play football, nigga. It took like 3 months. I'm broke. I sent the money for the samples. I just got the samples. I still gotta send him more money to get the order so I can send to sell some shit. I'm like, but it's like, but with them overseas niggas, you got the samples. There's nothing you do. They'll send you some shit. I didn't have a nigga send me a T-shirt. Motherfucker couldn't go over my head.
Can't put your head. They put me like that, bro.
Hey, the shirt clean as fuck, but I couldn't even put the motherfucker on. I'm like, shit. I'm like, I know some niggas that probably got bigger heads than me. So it's over.
Game, cuz some real game. Like, nigga, what I started doing, I buy some shit from America and ship it to them. Tell them duplicate that shit. That's free game. If anybody watching my niggas in the circle,
I never did.
yes, nigga, do it. I got shit ready.
That's smart. That's smart.
That's free.
That's
real.
Because with that overseas shit, it really be trial and error, bro.
That's how you skip the trial and error. I went through the trial and error. Then I went through. Okay, let me buy like what's that much? You probably go to whoever you think hoodie fit nice. You buy however many sizes you want of that motherfucker. Yeah. You feel me? You ship it to them. Tell them duplicate that shit. Yeah. Match the fabric. Duplicate that shit. They can do it.
For sure.
That's what the fuck I did.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
That's free.
I might fuck overseas now, bro. I've been scared to fuck overseas, bro, because it ain't just niggas like y'all, bro. It's like I know niggas who been doing clothes forever, bro, and niggas be thinking once they get an overseas connect,
it's good.
Niggas think they H&M now.
Yeah. I mean, I say with the overseas shit, bro. My biggest thing with the overseas shit, it was just the more shit you could do.
Right.
And it's like you like the material and all that shit. I mean, you gonna have better quality shit. You feel me? Right. And it's cheaper. But the biggest thing is like, you feel me? Now you see some of my shit like the Fire and Ice. That's not something really I could find somebody. Bro. I would, you feel me? That's something I would have to ask somebody out here to sew for me, to cut and sew shit.
It'll be
overseas. They got factories that do the shit off of the rip. You feel me? They sending you the fabric like you want this pattern, you want that pattern, boom, this, that, and the other, and it be like, feel me? You just got a more range of shit you can do with the overseas shit. But I'm gonna keep it lit. Also, that shit had me scared when I first sent them the first bag, cause I'm gonna keep it lit. Western Union,
same shit.
Hey, and mind you, I'm in college. I'm playing football. I'm like, bro, if I can't make no money after this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't ask my mama for no cheese. They ain't got no cheese. You feel me? So I'm like,
I said like 4-5 months. I didn't think I was gonna get it back.
It's a leap of faith. It's a leap of faith, bro. I'm telling you.
But it came back. The crazy part, it came back. Within them wedding for them, nigga, I put some money up to another manufacturer. But I was on what's that shit called?
What's that?
Alibaba.
That's where I found my nigga.
What's that? But you find them niggas on Alibaba. You send a little script. I'm sending out a script to hella people. Like, hey, I'm a small American company, blah. And they gonna return to you like in a day or two. Mm-hmm. So then you just go, I'm kind of like, you feel me? I'm kind of business conscious. So I go how they communicating. If a motherfucker, like I started doing business with a new one because I had skipped on them because they took too long to reply. But they followed up like, I'm sorry, could you tell us like what was going wrong, why you didn't pick us? I said, well, they know business. You feel me? Like that's a sign like they ain't just trying to take my money. They know business. That's a real corporation over there. So little shit like that, you feel me?
Yeah. My mama's no, I ain't gonna lie. My next drop is from the overseas, and the hardest part, first of all, he from Pakistan, so he 12, 13 hours in ahead of time, so it's hard to talk to that nigga. It's hard to talk to him.
Going on 3
That's
o'clock
for
in the
sure.
morning.
I'm up trying to talk.
Because
but
over there it's 3 p.m. So they like, nigga, this the middle of the day. Motherfucker be like, I'd be like, oh, I hit you tomorrow. I'd be like, nigga, it's fucking 2 p.m.
So it's hard, like, I might want him to do one thing, but that one thing might take me 2-3 days to get to actually tell him to do it.
To get him to do it.
Just because, you feel me, he 13 hours ahead of time, bro. So I'm like, bro,
that's a busy quote. That's
hard.
a busy
So I'll be up 2-3 in the morning, like, oh, check the phone, I go to the bathroom,
that's
see he tapped in.
Right.
That's how this shit be.
That shit, bro. And then it's, like I said, it's scary because it's like, bro, it's my first time. So I'm like, bro, he sent me something back on some crack. I already sent him, I sent him some money. He come back and it's
cheese. It really be like that, bro. Because I'm going to keep it look. Like, nigga, in the streets and shit, you give a nigga money, he run, you don't hear from him 2 days. You gotta go find him and beat his ass. You feel me? Overseas, what is you gonna do? You can't take that. You not gonna take that. It's like in reality, you don't even know this person's real identity. Like you feel me? If they run off with their money, real hit.
It's shit you can do though. It's shit you can first of all you can face call them niggas. You can look up they shit on Alibaba. See if they got like certification. See if they got a Facebook. See if they got an Instagram. You feel me?
All that shit, and I'm gonna keep it lit. The first time, and that's when I started realizing all that shit. Cause the first time I sent that nigga some money, That's when they communication get all slow. They before you send the money, they blowing your shit up.
Yeah.
Once you send
They
them the
gonna
money, now they taking time.
They
to
blowing
hit
you
your
extra
ass.
messages.
Nigga took a little too long to hit me back. I started looking up everything. Nigga, I'm calling other contacts. Have you heard from them? Do you use them? He told me you was a reference. Like he like, nah, he's good. You gonna get back to him and shit
On
like
that
that.
app, it say down below like they revenue. So
Yeah, and it's
Alibaba, that motherfucker is like 13 years. They tell you how long they been. That's when I started finding all that shit. Cause I wasn't paying attention to that shit at first. But then I'm like, nigga, you ain't finna run off of my shit. I started looking up everything. I'm like, okay, this cool though.
They take hell long to respond, and they start replying when I'm like, oh, my money back. They be like, oh, wait.
Yeah,
Let me do this. I be like, I'm like, bro, like. I'm a stand-up nigga when it comes to business, bro. Like, you feel me? Communicate with me when it comes to this money shit.
Yeah,
bro. Like, if you tell me my shit gonna be done on the 4th, I'm expecting my shit to be done.
Yeah,
that's all I'm expecting.
So I'm gonna hit you, even if you don't hit me. I'm gonna hit you
Like,
like
the 4th, like,
what's up? It's the 4th.
Nigga, you feel me? Now, your shit, you tell me, I ain't gonna lie, we had a little setback. You feel me? It's gonna take 2 extra.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Just
Just let me know, bro.
I done had setbacks. I done told you, like, hey, I'm gonna be honest, I'm broke right now.
Nigga,
that's money
cool.
this week. Like
I'm
I
come
ain't
back,
got
bro.
G's. Like,
I'm come back, exactly.
and
bro,
you be
so-
understanding with me, so I'm be understanding with you. But that communication shit,
That's
that
the
definitely
biggest
will
part.
throw you off because it's like I'm gonna keep it lit just from where we from. When motherfuckers stop communicating with you out here, that's when they trying to fuck you over. You feel me? So it's like in your head, you already thinking like, okay, you on some weird shit. You feel me? But it's like, I mean, hey, like you said, it's trial and error.
It's all trial and error.
Trial and error.